Hi, performers and achievers. Welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Raj Gavurla. We'll continue my series on my book, Winning at Entrepreneurship, Common Sense Strategies for Business Owners. It says here, Strategy 9, which is Chapter 9, keep growing to another new best level. Keep growing to another new best level. So what is that other new best level for you? You have people in your business. You have a marketplace. You have customers. You have prospects. You have resources, suppliers. You're in a country, a state, a region. You're in the world, universe. So it's important for you to realize that, first of all, you have people involved. And with those people, you have some kind of good, sustainable relationship. And so what are some ways to keep growing to a new best level? One is that you can improve retention. How would you go about doing that? Oh, one way to do that is by supporting your employees in realizing the importance of what they're doing, why it's important, and identifying what those are for them. And to realize that the people around them, that they're also learning about each other, learning from each other, and do you train teamwork? Do you train the importance of relationships in those teamwork? Then you have the systems or the processes in place so that if something does come up that's a concern, that your employees have an avenue to approach. Because you being in business or you doing what you're doing greatly impacts not only the business you're in, the market you're in, and it impacts people. And so that's really, really important. Is how that occurs, how you're impacting people. Also, what are you doing to provide a meaningful path for them? And then that way, everyone's going to a new best level. And a new best level is success in what it is that you're achieving or accomplishing. New best level doesn't always mean you're adding a new service or you're creating a new product that is more on the business side. However, new best level is just seeing how you created something to where people can sustainably benefit either by having a good, sustainable business relationship deal with your business, or if you have employees, then having good, sustainable business employment. So that's a very, very important for you to understand. And then, what kind of training is being provided? And then as people are working and living their profession, well, they have dreams and clear goals and priority tasks. Someone now is doing something that is making them, or they're raising a family, or they met someone, or they're interested in a new initiative that maybe you didn't think of. And it's important that the mechanisms or the flow, the communication flow is available for people, and to actually acknowledge that communication flow. And that can be challenging at times. So all this is being done so that you can know, right? Instead of just automatically taking action. And the last part of this on page 92, there's a page to fill out or complete. You can either complete it in the book or complete it on a sheet of paper. So spirit enhancing action and spirit enhancing results. But what are the results that you're trying to obtain, and what are the spirit enhancing actions to take? And you all really know this. You can try to create some kind of benefit or program or process or atmosphere, culture, and environment. However, without them participating in it, you don't really know what's important to them. And so you can identify this for your place of work, your workplace, to solidify or strengthen business relationships with family and friends. And you have family, you have friends, to rejuvenate, to celebrate, to grow spiritually. And then for your home. And so that's really important for this to occur. And it makes sense that some of these aren't necessarily directly something to for your business or your place of work to address directly. However, we do know that people that you work with in your workplace, your customers, people in the communities. Well, they have families and friends. They rejuvenate doing things. They celebrate. They grow spiritually, probably not at your business, however, outside of business, and you're aware or make that something that is they can be themselves. And then, at their home. And you don't have anything directly to do with their home, however, them doing business with you, good sustainable business, working for you, working with you, well, they living somewhere, and that income that they're receiving is providing for their home, providing for their family, extended family, friends, citizens, others. So it's really important for you to be able to see it from this point of view. And again, this is challenging to do in every business or every workplace. Every person is going to be different and unique, and that's actually what makes some initiative, and in this sense, entrepreneurship or your business successful, is all of those unique qualities, traits from each person. Some of them are similar. However, they all mesh together, or they're molded together, or put together, or roles are put together in order to actually contribute to one another, right? With all of those, the sum, the whole, is much greater than the sum, which is called gestalt. So in other words, let's just say that it's you and one other person. Well, the reason both of you are there is because together, the whole, what you can do working together, is greater than what you can do on your own. And then if there's more than just you and someone else, there's a group of people. Well, the reason all of you all are together is because that whole group can do something greater than the sum of each one of the individuals. And that's what makes it successful. That's what makes it enjoyable. That's what creates fun moments for those. So that is very important. And this is, again, very challenging because especially in our society today, and it's gone to be very task oriented. And I'm all for tasks. However, those tasks need to be identified and put together with the people who are involved with it so that it's beneficial to them. And again, this is challenging. It will not be the same for each business. You have people there from all types of walks of life and have different characteristics, traits. However, when you come together and you work together, all of that allows them to consistently perform the process that make adapt and make adjustments as needed. And then that's the enjoyable part, the fun moments, the success. And so let success in. That's what's fulfilling, is that part of it. And whatever it is that their interests are outside of it, outside the workplace, outside of business, well, you're contributing to that. Not directly, however, you're contributing to it by providing this opportunity, good opportunity. And from there, they go about, when they're not at working, when they're not doing business, to enjoy and have fun doing the things that they like to do, they enjoy doing, they love doing. All right. So a lot of businesses do some of this. And there's just different ways to do it because people that have different interests. And so that's very important. So the key component, though, is that being able to train people on the importance of teamwork, significance, the relationships that are being formed there, and how those roles contribute to one another to create something greater than each one individually. That's what I have for you today. Keep in mind, let success in. If you like my podcast, like it and make a comment. For those of you who are interested in private, personal, professional, confidential services and programs with me, visit my website, rajgavurla.com. Fill out the brief form, and we will contact you as soon as we can. Enjoy your day and have fun moments when you can.